Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards remain for second down. Off play action. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You got it! You got it! 70 Lions!
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Back 22, back 22. Pull it together. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. 22, Mike 22. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Off the play fake, Jones. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Michael Gallup, his fourth touchdown on the year. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. From the end zone, Watson. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw from his end zone, Watson lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Jones now. A final shot before break. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on second down, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.J. Uzomah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Stop your whining. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch switch. Alert 3. Alert 3. Back on 80. Back at 60. Get the ball. Mike 22.
Looking to throw. Jones. Being chased out left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. On 2nd down, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike, get in the way.
Off play action. Jones. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. There you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's Watson. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's good for Washington. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go, team.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the curve, watch the curve. Warrior 70. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Good track.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down. Here's Mostert again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run with Mostert off the option. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. A throw right side caught by Keene. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Mostert. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 48, Washington 23.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones on the left side. Gallup's got it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing, Jones. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Hey, tight down. There you go. 58's the mic. 58. 79 Broncos. We own them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Reagor. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark market in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
48, Washington 30. Michael Dixon sets the kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.